What's up, guys? Regiment in this podcast is brought to you by G Fuel, the ultimate energy drink for gamers. G Fuel uses a special blend of vitamins, antioxidants, and other natural caffeine resources to keep you from having those jitters or even that crash that you normally would have from other energy drink brands. So whether you're having a long gaming session or you're just having a long day and need a pick-me-up, G Fuel definitely has you covered. G Fuel also has a wide array of flavors to choose from. But if you don't know what flavor you want to try, they also sell variety packs on their website, and they even come with a cool shaker. So head on over to gfuel.com and use promo code REGIMENT at checkout to get up to 30% off. That is REGIMENT, promo code REGIMENT down here at checkout to get up to 30% off. What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the fucking podcast. We're back with another one.
Yeah.
It is almost spoopy season, thank God. I'm going to Norway in 2.5 weeks, and I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. Me and my wife are extremely excited to do this. But yeah, how have you been? I haven't seen you in a while.
I've been doing a lot of admin and getting told that I'm good at admin, unfortunately, and that I'm getting more admin jobs.
See, if you don't like something, don't be good at it. Be so bad that they don't want you to do it anymore. Why do you let yourself be good at something? Why would you do that to yourself? If it's rule number one in the military, especially in the military, because this is how people get stuck doing a job that isn't their fucking job. And we've talked about this
world right there.
in I think 2 episodes ago, we talked about this, or actually it might have been the last one, where is like very commonly that someone that's not an MOS that they're in are often stuck in a job that isn't what their fucking MOS is. And it's because they end up getting tasked out with that, and it's supposed to be temporary. And then their command sees, oh, you're actually really good at this. Guess what you get to do forever.
Yeah, pretty much. But the crazy thing is, it's really just on top of my regular job.
So you're doing both.
Yeah. The things that I do for the shot of promotion.
Sorry, it's a protein shake.
That's how I feel too. Yeah.
Yeah.
My knees, I got them knee pads, and they need an upgrade.
I need that rank. You need to get that rank.
Yeah, but the way the Navy works is like, even if you do it well, they'll be like, "Oh, you made me come too fast." And then if you do it, they're like, not long enough. Got to cradle the balls. You try to cradle the balls, and they're like, "We need you to stroke the thigh too."
See, the beautiful thing about being in the civilian world is that if you're good at something, typically they'll pay you more.
That'd be great.
Whereas
and you could
in the
also
military,
demand it too.
And you can demand it, yeah. I mean, now
You
know what? I can't really say that's true, because that's like the biggest problem with the civilian sector right now is the fact that a lot of people are doing jobs that aren't in their job description, and they're not getting paid for it. So it's like the military in ways.
In a sense, but you have a lot more freedom with it, though.
Yes and no.
And you can be like, I'm not fucking doing that. And depending on how lucrative that position is, or how easily it was for them to hire somebody else to fucking do it, some other schmuck.
It's like when I was an FO, I went to JFO school, got all those different little certifications and stuff to do like additional things to my duties, but you don't get paid more for it. It just shows up on your fucking MOS identifier. I don't know. It's dumb. Before we get too deep into stuff, I'm going to go over what the topics are today.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about this, the smallest Marine ever, you know.
We just letting 12-year-olds into the Marines.
I said fucking, hey, and he passed, dude. I mean, you got to give it to him. He fucking made it, you know?
Whose Make-A-Wish is this? Come on now.
I honestly thought that this was like, I legit thought this was like just a kid, like wanting to make a dream come true. And anyway, so like this, it made news. Oh, this dude's 4'7". What is the minimum height requirement for the military?
Apparently, it's 4'7".
I'm gonna look this up real quick.
I'm pretty sure it's 4'7"
minimum
now.
Height for military.
Isn't if you're under 4'10", that means you're technically a midget?
So the Army minimum height is 5. For men, it's 5 foot for men and 4'10" for women.
Yeah.
So there's a min max. So the minimum height in the Army for men is 5 foot, and the max height is 6'8".
That's crazy that there's a maximum height.
And I think that can get wavered, honestly.
Well, clearly.
There has to be. That
tells you right there. That's how bad we're hurting for recruits. They're like, you know what? If you pass, come on in, short stack.
So the Marine Corps, U.S. Marine Corps height and weight requirements. In the case of Marines, the height requirement is slightly narrower, and it changes slightly from time to time. As of 2020, the height requirement is 58 to 78 inches for men and 58 to 72 for women. So the minimum for men and women is the same. How tall is 58 inches?
Math. 58 divided by 12.
How tall is 58 inches?
That's probably a lot easier.
In feet, not yards, Google. Jesus Christ.
This is America, Google.
In feet. That's 4'8".
Well,
so he didn't even meet the minimum requirements. So how did he get in?
That's probably why he got, because we're hurting for fucking numbers, man. We can't get anybody to stay in or join.
Dude, I guess like them retention numbers are so low that they're just literally taking anybody. But at the same time, they're being picky because we're not at war anymore. Does that make sense?
And because if he's not a fat piece of shit, they're like, you know what? Let's give it a shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Hang on a second. Anyway, sorry.
And we're back.
I hate it always happens like early. Someone like within the first 10 minutes of an episode, I get a phone call. Like no one ever fucking calls me ever.
It's like they get a notification. They're like, oh, Brock's recording. Time to call him.
Brock's doing something. Maybe we should call him now. Anyway,
I hate when people call me without telling me they're going to call me. And it makes me not want to answer the phone.
Same.
Even more than regular.
Same. And I usually tell people, I'm like, unless it's a fucking emergency, don't call me without letting me know you're going to call me. Anyway, so the other topics. So after the Marine guy, so famous U.S. Navy SEAL denies using a racial slur while beating up a hotel security officer. And which famous Navy SEAL is that? That is Rob O'Neill, the guy that wrote the book and everything about killing Bin Laden and how he was the guy that killed Bin Laden. You see him on podcasts all the time talking about how he killed Bin Laden and shit. And me personally, and a lot of guys in the fucking soft community have even said this, that they think he is absolutely full of shit that he killed Bin Laden. He was probably there, but he's not the trigger man. But they need like first, and then
only like 6 people know.
For fucking some reason, whenever the Navy SEALs are involved, like it's like the thing after you get out of the SEAL teams, like you write a book or you make a show or you do something. Like why is the fucking SEAL teams are the guys that are always in the soft community? The SEAL teams are the guys that are always fucking trying to be famous.
Because they know that they can.
You don't see fucking most special forces guys don't do this.
It's because SEALs are they're put on a pedestal.
They really are, and they really shouldn't be. And
they know. Well, I mean, they're pretty badass.
And I know people are gonna be like,
they know that people will buy that shit.
And and I know there's gonna be people that are like, that's big talk coming from a guy that wasn't even in a fucking group or anything. And I'm like, no, I wasn't. However, I have really close ties with the SF community. Nobody likes Navy SEALs. Nobody. They're always the guys that are involved with some major controversy. Like, there was actually a case where some Navy SEALs murdered a fucking Green Beret in Afghanistan.
It's a God complex.
It's got to be. I mean, not taken away from the SEALs. Being a SEAL is fucking, it's top tier shit. But at the same time, it's like when you get out, what happened to being a quiet professional,
Well, it's always the loudest douchebags that end up ruining the image for everybody.
I know. Well, and I can imagine this conversation when he fought this guy. He's like, who I am? I killed Bin Laden. And of course, like today is 9/11. So we have to talk about this guy. So in the gaming world, we're going to talk about, so if you guys probably seen like Tim the Tatman, Nick Merckx, and everybody else playing this game. It's called Only Up, where it's a game.
Their fucking mom.
I actually never played it.
I played the Fortnite version of it.
So Only Up is a game where you literally just you climb. What?
I literally almost made a fucking Twitter post that said the exact same thing of this article about Flappy Bird. I'm so upset that I didn't do it now.
What, that Only Up is the Flappy Bird of PC games right now?
Or it says it's gone the way of Flappy Bird. Oh my God.
Dude, you had me thinking that you found something absolutely crazy.
Well, no, because I had an original idea that was like.
If someone else had the idea too,
article,
if someone else had this idea too, is it really
clearly,
an original idea?
But it's the timestamp that I would have been able to be like, I didn't fucking copy it from the article. Anyways, carry on.
So yeah, I mean, this game got removed for the same reasons that Flappy Bird did. So it's kind of interesting to see.
Me, I'm stressed.
I'm stressed. This is a lot of pressure, and I'm only alone. It's like.
It's okay. We got other versions of your game anyways. We don't care anymore.
Yeah. So a YouTuber was sentenced to 2 years in prison for posting a Let's Play.
This should honestly be a eye opener for people that like think that it's okay
To break an NDA?
Well, not break NDA, but to do DMC or to post DMCA shit, like playing music for one. And think, oh, it'll never happen to me.
So the article says this YouTuber is the first person to be found guilty of copyright infringement over sharing gameplay videos. Excuse me. Is Steingate's My Darlings Embrace Let's Play series mentioned? What game is this?
Probably some anime.
It's got to be some fucking anime shit. Some shit I never even heard of.
But still, like it goes to show that like people that copy people's content and they'll just put it on another channel just to like get views, even though they know that they can't monetize that shit because it gets claimed like right away.
Yeah, it does. Some weird news. The Army is being questioned for using helicopters to simulate hurricane winds during a division run. Oh, this was during a division run?
I don't understand.
And they used Apaches. Of all things.
It's just skip.
Like, what the fuck? Why? This was definitely some fucking commander's bright. This is a good idea, Ferry, that an officer had. Like, you know what? These runs aren't challenging enough. Let's simulate hurricane winds during the run. It'll definitely get dudes motivated to do the run. It's always some bullshit. I just think of
Tom Segura talking about the name of the helicopter. It's Skippy.
Skippy.
Because when you hear it, it goes skip.
I don't remember that bit, but
oh, boo. It was Steven Seagal.
Well, we'll read more into this. This is interesting because it definitely sounds like the fucking good idea if Ferry bit a commander. There's a video that I want to show everybody that I found on TikTok, and you know we always give the Marines shit for the "He's a Marine" video. The Army's got one now.
Just give it a matter of time before there's a gay version for the Navy.
It's funny because you get like the husband's in the background and his PTs, and you can see the look on his face of just pure shame and regret.
I don't want to be here.
And
he knows. He knows.
The jokes I've seen about this was like, you know how you cheated on me? I know how you can make it up to me. Yeah, we'll watch that. And then a continuation of our reasons to not re-enlist, reasons why I'm getting out or not re-enlisting.
How many is this again?
We're on like the 80s now. We got out of 150.
Okay. Oh yeah, we're Gucci.
We got plenty. So
plenty of content right here.
Yeah. So you haven't played Starfield, have you?
Nope, I have a PlayStation and I don't like
fucking nerd. Anyway, so Starfield is actually now a lot of people. It's probably one of the most divisive Bethesda games I've seen outside of Fallout 76. And I mean, Fallout 76 was divisive because you have the people that were hardcore Bethesda fans that were like willing to just take it on the chin and play it still.
That was after 4, right? That was the flop.
Yeah, that was their next.
That's what I
That was their
thought.
next flop, and it was. I knew it was gonna flop because they announced it, and the release date was 4 months after the announcement, and I'm like, ooh, a new Fallout game, and it comes out in 4 months. That's not gonna be good.
It was
And
rushed like a motherfucker.
not only was it rushed, it was empty and barren, and like the idea was interesting, where it was like there are no NPCs. It's basically like everybody in the game is another person. So
But when nobody plays.
but then when nobody was there, they eventually added NPCs like 1 or 2 years later because there was nobody there. And it was just like, and then they had like a store where you had to pay real money for shit, like a refrigerator to keep your food from. It was a survival Fallout game. You had to pay real money.
Trying to survive in real life. I'm not trying to pay my bills. And
you had to pay real money to get a refrigerator to keep your food from spoiling. And it was like it put Bethesda in a very, very bad light, and they did not need that at all, and it sucked too because a lot of the games that Bethesda was putting out was not good, and I want to say Redfall is one of them too. Redfall is like the more recent one. Wolfenstein were other ones. Wolfenstein, the 1, 2, and 3 were good. The spinoffs were not. Redfall, I want to verify this real quick if Redfall is actually a Bethesda game.
We need it.
Redfall publisher. Bethesda. Yeah, so Bethesda is the publisher for Redfall. And Redfall is actually like the number 2 worst rated game of 2023.
Did you see the critic scores after it was not like just Bethesda?
What do you mean?
So I saw something that was talking about like the scores on a Metascore, maybe the Metascore.
Metacritic score?
Yeah, it was like 83, and then it like shot down drastically.
So you have 2 scores on Metacritic. You have the Metascore and the user score.
That's what it was. I think it was when the user score.
It was the user score. The Metascore typically sits around where it is for forever, and the user score is what really takes a shit. Redfall. Let's see. Redfall, and it had everyone really concerned for Starfield about Redfall too, because they're like, well, fuck, if Bethesda puts this out, what's Starfield going to be like? Redfall Metacritic.
Well, that's what everyone was worried about, and because of so many people have been comparing it to No Man's Sky as far as like space exploration and like how generally large the game is and how that game launched.
Yeah. See, people need to realize. So here's the thing, right? So I played Starfield. I went in this with very low expectations. Mostly because of Bethesda hasn't had a good track record recently with good launches. The other thing was the ambition of it. There wasn't. I was afraid that it was going to be as wide as an ocean, deep as a puddle. It was going to suffer the same fate as No Man's Sky, and the quality was going to be the same as Redfall, right? So Redfall sits at a Metascore of 56 and a user score of 3.4, putting it at one of the lowest on Metacritic, and it didn't look good for Bethesda. In fact, Gollum was the next game that came out, and wasn't Bethesda didn't release that, but that one was bad. And with the quality that Redfall was, everyone was worried that like, fuck, Starfield's going to be a shit show when it comes out. I myself was included in that. I played Starfield. Actually, I can't say I played it. I'm currently playing it. I'm sitting at over 80 hours in the fucking game. So I'm enjoying it. I really am. I was pleasantly surprised. This might be the least buggy Bethesda game I've played. For me. I know a lot of people were having issues on Game Pass because apparently on Game Pass there was a bug where the game wasn't using the NVIDIA drivers and the performance was really, really bad. Like frame drops, like unplayable frame drops, crashing and all that stuff. And it was a bug between Windows. It was a bug with Windows, and NVIDIA put out a driver update specifically for the Game Pass players using Windows. If you play on Steam, though, you didn't really have that many issues. Like, I'll have frame drops in certain areas, But for the most part, the game runs pretty damn good. It looks good. It's the best looking Bethesda game. And I will admit, I played a lot of Baldur's Gate before I played Starfield. So the RPG aspect of it when it comes to interacting with NPCs and romances and stuff like that weren't hitting for me. And that's because Larian Studios with Baldur's Gate did a fantastic job with that. All your dialogue options absolutely matter for that game. With Starfield, it's not so much. Pretty much all your dialogue options and your decisions pretty much lead to the same outcome. There are several different endings to the game. I don't know how many. I know there's 17,000 different endings for Baldur's Gate.
That's insane.
Which is crazy. No two playthroughs will be identical to each other. Based on the decisions you make, you can have a completely different experience with one than you did the other. When it comes to Starfield, it's not the case. You know, a lot of your decisions lead to the same outcome. The biggest thing that people were complaining about, which I admit it took me a little getting used to, but as a person who played a lot of No Man's Sky and a lot of Star Citizen and a lot of other space survival games, when it comes to traversing atmospheres and going from one planet to another and managing your fucking resources to get to those planets, Starfield is heavily focused on fast traveling everywhere you go. You don't because of you can't just take off in your ship and leave the atmosphere. You can't fly your ship on the planet, which in a way it does suck for, like, if you can land on areas on the planet, but it requires you to walk everywhere. And there's no quick way to get to places you haven't explored yet on that planet. You have to walk there. You got or land close to it. And some of these things, you know, and the maps. So the mapping on these planets is also pretty bad. Like, there is no city maps to show you where things are. It's just a world map and, like, the fast travel hubs. That's all you can see.
I've heard this game is likely to die after a lot of people like go through the story.
Oh yeah, it's a single player game. So if you go through the story, there is a new game plus, which from what I've been told, because I'm not there yet, a lot of people have said the new game plus is actually, like, it changes the game a lot. So
as it usually does.
It usually does. So there is some replayability in that. However, it is still a single player game that you're playing alone. And once you do everything there is to do, it's gonna be like Skyrim or something, like, where it's only fun for so long, and then people will put it down after a few months, you know?
That's where I think, like, No Man's Sky, for example, even though that's far less story driven, even though it seems like with their latest updates, they've kind of like thrown a lot more story stuff in there too. But the aspect of multiplayer, even though your likelihood of encountering people without, like, partying up
is pretty low.
Damn near impossible.
Or if you go to a social hub.
Yeah, that's true. But, like, it just randomly, it'll almost never happen. That is one of the biggest aspects of that game.
Yeah, and people need to remember, because a lot of people that are shitting on Starfield are either, you know, they play a lot of No Man's Sky, they're like, No Man's Sky is better and stuff. It's like, listen, I played a lot of those games. It is nice to not have to do that kind of shit. If I wanted to do this, the deep atmospheric planetary space exploration that you can do in No Man's Sky and Star Citizen, I'd play those. I want to do the interesting quests, the stories, the exploration part. There is a lot of exploration that can be done in Starfield. You know, the looking for the weird encounters that you can have in a Bethesda game that Bethesda's known for. You know, that's why people need to remember, this is a Bethesda game. This isn't fucking No Man's Sky. You're playing something that's completely different. It's basically Fallout and Skyrim in a No Man's Sky setting.
I bet that's also probably why, like, No Man's Sky has been adding more story stuff in their updates.
Because people want story, you know? Like, it's nice to have a good quest story. And, you know, like, I will say this, the character, the NPC interactions that you have in Bethesda are eons better than No Man's Sky, because in No Man's Sky there fucking aren't any. You have to learn the languages to get the text dialogue and read the text dialogue.
It's incredibly monotonous.
It's very monotonous. Whereas Starfield, it's like you can have a guy show up and be like, "We've been trying to reach you about your ship's extended warranty," and then you could choose to be like, "Thanks for letting me know," or attack him. You know, you could be a fucking space pirate. You can be a bounty hunter. You can be, you know, there's a lot of cool quests in that game. So
I hear the mod community in that game is one of the best things about it.
Oh, see, the dev tools aren't completely released yet, so there's a lot of modding that hasn't been done yet that people want to do. But the modding community, like the modding capabilities that, or the modding opportunities that are there, are insane. Like it's just insane what people are going to be able to come up with this. You know, and that's where the game is really going to live on, is through the mods.
I think that's what's going to keep it going, if anything.
And I get it. A lot of people will be like, fucking, of course, Bethesda, if it weren't for the modders, Bethesda wouldn't even be around. And I'm like, though that be true, I mean, like, they basically gave you the groundworks for modding. You know, the game is there for you to enjoy, but it's also got an open playground for you to just mod to your heart's content and do whatever you fucking want to do with it. You know, that's where the game is really going to shine, is when the mods really start. I know there's a ton of them out already, but when they actually start diving into it more and adding like shit to planets and stuff, which is the one thing that isn't available yet, is mods to planets. That's going to go crazy.
Hopefully they don't ruin the game. I think if something that'll ruin the game is if they end up putting like some type of microtransaction in somehow.
I really don't think they will, because there's no reason for it.
Well,
and I say there's no reason. Well, it doesn't mean they won't do it. No, but I think they know better. They learned from Fallout to not do that, because one, there's no reason for it. It's a single player game. You know, like if any, and modders will be able to do it better than they can. And you can do that for free.
These big corporations rarely learn.
And with this, it's like, it would be like, if they haven't, it would be like Fallout 4 or Skyrim. You know, they haven't put they'd never put microtransactions in those, and they never will. The mods just keep rolling in for that. It's going to be the same for this. Especially when it comes to when they finally mod the ship sharing with the communities. People building their own ships and putting them on the fucking modded and on Nexus mods for people to use. That's really going to be crazy.
That'd be cool.
I don't know. I think Starfield, in my opinion, you know, it's not perfect. It's definitely not going to be game of the year. But I do think it's a solid 7 or 8 out of 10 for me.
What is going to be game of the year this year?
Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate 3, 100%. If Baldur's Gate 3 isn't game of the year, I'll be shocked.
I don't know. Spider-Man comes out too, so
I mean, Spider-Man could be up there, but in my opinion, right now,
I need to finish the fucking Miles Morales.
I never played it, but
it's good. I just never finished it. My ADD brain was like, all right, I'm gonna do something else.
Yeah. There's a lot fucking, like, between all the games that have been coming out, like, Alicia has been like, I don't ever fucking see you. And I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Just come downstairs.
We got Baldur's Gate out. We got Starfield out. We got Armored Core 6 out. Like, there's so many things to play right now. Like, the end of 2023 has been fucking great for games. And now Spider-Man comes out, what, November?
I think so. And the new McDonald's of gaming comes out soon.
No one gives a fuck about that.
There's fanboys everywhere.
I know. And you see the fucking AI moderation for chat in Call of Duty now?
Yeah, it's insane.
Who was it that was in staff that was just like, looks like I'm done playing Call of Duty? Because he got suspended because the AI moderation fucking...
I've had a few friends that have gotten suspended for a while, and I don't even think their chat has worked properly since then. Like, they can only interact with friends on their list.
Like, what is it? Like, what is the moderation doing? Like, what is it looking for?
I think it looks for key, or at least from the people that I have talked to or that I know that have gotten chat banned for a while, it looks or listens for specific terms or phrases. So he had said like the F word, right? The bundle of sticks,
Okay.
right? And he got chat banned for that. So it picks up on certain words for sure. And I'm assuming phrases, but it's supposed to like quote unquote pick up on toxicity, but I don't know the level of it because I've talked shit since it's been in the game and I haven't been chat banned for it. So I don't know specifically.
I'm going to pull this up real quick because I want to read it. So it says Call of Duty is using AI voice moderation tools to curb hate speech.
Send it to me. Oh no, copy paste. It's so difficult.
It's not as difficult as it is tedious. So the voice moderation for hate speech for using AI, let's see. So according to a company blog post on Wednesday, the next major COD release will use AI to observe the report on toxic voice chat in multiplayer matches. Specifically, Activision is developing ToxMod, a bit of AI tech developed by a company called Modulate, to make sure people aren't super racist while gaming each other down in deathmatch. ToxMod is interesting, if nothing else, is noticed by PC Gamer. Modulate claims ToxMod can listen to conversational context to determine whether or not something is truly hate speech. ToxMod also claims to be able to detect grooming language for white supremacist groups.
Interesting.
This is the slipperiest of slippery slopes.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Modern Warfare 3 will be led by far the biggest game ToxMod has been deployed in so far, so it'll be quite a test. One thing to note, however, is that the software itself does not punish players for hate speech. Instead, it merely reports violations of the Call of Duty Code of Conduct, and humans at Activision take further action. Let's see. It's very weird. I can see, because... What are they, knowing that fucking Call of Duty is going to be listening to what you're saying?
Yeah.
And sending a report up to somebody of what you're saying?
And then they're determining it?
But, who's to say what you're saying, is hate speech or not? What is considered grooming for white supremacy groups?
Yeah.
You know?
This is very broad.
I could see, obviously, if you're being blatantly racist, that's one thing. But if you were what do they consider as grooming for white supremacy groups? That's the thing. That's
a very specific statement, but a very broad spectrum of things that I guess could be fucking said.
I don't know. It'll be very fucking interesting to see what that's like when it comes out.
It's been getting a lot of hate and pushback.
But it's not even deployed yet.
It's active.
Is it active? Because this was saying that Modern Warfare 3.
That's when I guess it's going to be the biggest by far, but it's been active for a couple weeks now.
Interesting. Yeah,
just out here listening to all our conversations.
We'll fucking see how that goes. I can't imagine it's going to go well. Let's get to talking about some of our articles. So we're going to talk about the 4'7" Marine. You know. People call him...
Imagine the Napoleon syndrome that this dude must have.
I'm the smallest Marine. So at a height of 4'7", PFC Nathaniel Laprade, I don't know if I said it right, could be the shortest Marine in the Corps' nearly 250-year history. But after making it through the Corps' grueling boot camp at Parris Island, South Carolina on September 1st, he is standing tall. Laprade said that his stature helped galvanize fellow recruits during 13 weeks of basic training. I think they kind of looked up to me in a way. I guess. I'm really looking up to you.
I thought there's going to be so many puns in this article.
I think so. I had one recruit, now a Marine, who told me that I was his motivation. PFC Nathaniel Laprade, Marine. Oh, that's a subtext. So while there aren't any official records on who's the shortest man to ever serve in the military, Laprade is likely to be in the running. Richard James Flattery, a Green Beret who served in Vietnam, had been regarded as the shortest man in U.S. Armed Forces history through proving that his probably impossible. At 4'9", Flattery was known as the Giant Killer for his exploits. I've heard about this guy. Actually, I saw a TikTok video about a cop that had an interaction with a homeless guy that was a tiny dude, and he found out that this dude was a Vietnam vet and a former Green Beret, and like the dude fucking stacked bodies in Vietnam. So anyway, LaPrade was regaled with stories of flattery by recruits while he was still in high school. Joining the Marines would be a way to one-up him, LaPrade said. The main part that inspired me was he was Army and 4'9". He said, if I go to the Marines and I'm 4'7", I will beat him in 2 ways.
Oh God.
So I mean, this is actually something I was thinking about. Like, can he carry me? I guess he can.
This dude is gonna have.
Look at them. They're all taking. They're almost his height, and they're all taking a knee. He's doing. He's doing a head count. Good on him though. During boot camp, LaPrade faced obstacles that literally towered over him as he walked through an array of physical challenges, but he overcame them with little to no trouble, according to the Corps. It showed me that mounting the obstacles wasn't really a challenge because of my height. It just meant that I need to push myself to jump a little higher, LaPrade said, adding that he had come into the Parris Island training with a fear of failure. Leading his formation in the long ruck marches proved to be the most challenging test for him. Little legs with a little body weight and a lot of weight on the pack and a lot of miles in the hikes, he said. That was the hardest part for me, the hikes. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's generally the hardest part for like women too that are generally shorter.
I mean, for any, like, let's be honest, like doing rucks suck. Like rucks are not fun to do.
Because when you're short,
and like, especially if you're short.
You got little legs.
You got little legs. You got a lot of weight with little legs and little body weight, and you're basically carrying another you on you.
I can just imagine he's gonna get so many jokes on like, don't get short with me, Private.
I don't know. I mean, you know, like it remains to be seen what his Marine Corps career is going to look like. But it goes back to what we were saying. Like, retention numbers must be pretty bad for them to fucking go ahead and waiver something like that. Because, like we said, we looked up, like, you know, the minimum requirement was 4'8", and he doesn't meet that.
Do you think that if he runs naked through the grass, it would tickle his balls?
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking, hey, man, you know, everyone sleeps on the dwarves in Lord of the Rings. The dwarves are actually some of the most badass.
I bet he just smells farts all day long.
Probably. I mean, I could tell you one thing, you know, his career is not going to go into MARSOC or anything like that. They won't.
Hopefully his career isn't short.
Yeah, right? I'm actually interested in what his MOS is.
Please let it be infantry.
It doesn't say. That's the thing.
No, it doesn't. It's probably because he just graduated. And
he did just graduate like last week, so they probably haven't like put him anywhere yet.
Because they get open-ended contracts, so they don't necessarily go in with a specific job. They're just like, you're going to be infantry, and you can be anything like that. Or
I forget that sometimes I forget that the Marine Corps is like that. Like the Army, you pick your MOS before you go to basic. And then
yeah, I think every other branch does, honestly.
Navy does it?
Yeah, we do.
So yeah, the Marine.
The only thing that we don't do is like if we have specialties within that job. So like me, that I'm psych specific, so that comes on afterwards.
Yeah, the Marine Corps is weird like that, wherever it's like that you go to the needs of the Corps, not what you want type bullshit. Very outdated way of thinking.
Incredibly.
So Navy, speaking of special operations shit, famous Navy SEAL denies using a racial slur while beating up a hotel security officer. He's such a cool guy.
Things. So no matter what, if he didn't say it, dude still beat up a hotel security officer.
That's the other thing. It's like, regardless of what he said, it's what he did too, you know? So
I didn't say that. Yeah, but you still beat his ass.
So Dallas, the former Navy SEAL who said that he fired the shots that killed Osama Bin Laden, is accused of assaulting a Frisco hotel security officer while intoxicated and calling the officer a racial slur, according to a police report obtained by the Dallas Morning News. Rob O'Neill, 47, was arrested Wednesday and released on bond the same day. Frisco police said that he faces Class A misdemeanor charge of assault causing bodily injury and a Class C misdemeanor charge of assault or public intoxication. Jail records list the only assault charge. Hang on a second. Regiment in this podcast is also proudly partnered with Stack Up. Stack Up is another military gaming organization. The one thing different, though, is that they focus mostly on the mental health of veterans as well as the betterment of veterans alike. One of the programs that Stack Up has is their STOP, or Overwatch program, which is a 24/7 crisis support line for veterans. The thing that sets Stack Up's Overwatch program above all other crisis support lines, including the VAs, is the fact that this 24/7 crisis line is operated by trained veterans. So when a veteran calls in crisis, they're not just talking to a random person. They themselves are talking to a vet that has also gone through something similar and can relate to the situation. Their trained staff in this Overwatch program will help a veteran find the resources that they need to find help. And if the person just wants somebody to talk to, the Overwatch program is great for that too. Another cool thing that the Overwatch program does is that you don't have to sit there and talk on the phone with somebody. If you feel comfortable just doing DMs, they can definitely do that too. Another really cool thing that Stack Up has is their air assaults. Air assaults are where they'll take a veteran and fly them to conventions all over the country. This includes TwitchCon, Comic-Con, anywhere in the U.S., all expenses paid. And if a convention happens to be somewhere out west in California, Stack Up has what's called a Phalanx House, which is essentially a gaming lounge for all veterans to just go to. Stack Up will definitely hook you up with that. They have pool tables, hot tubs, and just a place to stay if you're out west. It's pretty cool. Another thing that Stack Up has is their supply crates. Now, what they'll do is they'll take gaming equipment, gaming consoles, and other cool swag and send it to either a veteran in need or a unit somewhere deployed or a unit that needs it. This is a great way to keep veterans connected and boost the morale of the veterans that need it. Every year, Stack Up has a charity called the Call to Arms. The Call to Arms charity is to help Stack Up raise the funds that they need for all the awesome programs that they have. Last year alone, they raised $625,000, and all of that money goes to keeping these programs going to help other veterans that need it. If you're looking to donate, we have the donation link down in the bio. But if not, go ahead and spread the word of this awesome charity and head on over to stackup.org and check them all out. That's stackup.org and tell them Regiment sent you. Anyway, we're back. Sorry about that. Where in the fuck was I? Okay, so he's being charged with a Class C misdemeanor charge of public intoxication. Jail records list only the assault charge. O'Neill declined to comment when reached by phone Monday. On Sunday, he expressed the gratitude support in a post after the news of his arrest broke Friday. O'Neill, who wrote a memoir about his military service, hosts a podcast, has more than 600,000 followers on X, formerly known as Twitter. I hate seeing those things. Like, I hate reading on X, formerly known as Twitter. Like, call it fucking Twitter, man. I'm so tired of calling it X.
Well, I mean, I don't think legally they can.
Probably not.
If they refer to it, it's almost like the artist formerly known as Prince.
Yeah. According to the police report, Frisco police responded to the Omni Frisco Hotel at Star at 11 Cowboys Way about 12 a.m. Oh, wait.
Why does that sound like
I skipped a whole
we're about to go to a gay bar?
I skipped a whole paragraph. So social media posts show O'Neill, listed as a Tennessee resident in jail records, was in Frisco on Tuesday to record a podcast at a cigar lounge. Frisco is a city about 30 miles north of Dallas. According to the police report, Frisco police responded to the Omni Frisco Hotel at the Star at 11 Cowboys Way about 12 a.m.
It really sounds like it's just like where a gay bar would be.
Fucking, I'm going to the big D and don't mean Dallas.
11 Cowboys Way.
I like how he was that drunk.
Brokeback Mountain all day long.
I like how he's that drunk by midnight. You were a SEAL, bro. You don't know how to fucking party anymore?
Probably not.
So the hotel's night manager reported to police that an intoxicated man assaulted a loss prevention officer who was escorting him to his room, the report said.
Or he could have just been legally intoxicated. and not like
Come walking out of his room in his fucking underwear.
Well, I mean, like he could have been, you know how some people are technically like they're drunk as fuck, but they're still able to maintain a regular persona because they drink so much.
Yeah, yeah. So the Omni Hotel's executive team did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Hotel staff said a guest reported that another guest was asleep at the bar. Staff ordered to use a wheelchair to get the guest, later identified as O'Neill, to his room. O'Neill refused the wheelchair. The report said, and the security officer offered to help him to his room. According to the report, the officer assisted O'Neill to the elevator as they headed to the 5th floor. A short time later, officer radioed that he was assaulted by O'Neill at his room door, the report says. The security officer told police O'Neill hit him in the chest and he needed medical attention.
What?
He punched me in the chest. I need an ambulance. The security officer
sounds like a bitch too.
I know. The security officer was not identified, told police he felt pain in his chest from being palm struck by O'Neill. Oh my God. There's a lot to unpack here. A police officer observed redness on the security officer's chest where he said he was hit. After the security officer was cleared by medics, he told police he was helping a belligerent O'Neill and offered to open his door since O'Neill was trying to unlock it with a credit card.
Maybe he saw an opportunity to screw someone that is famous or like mildly famous, has some type of money. You know what I mean?
I don't know. O'Neill then turned and struck the officer in the chest with his right palm and called him an effing N-word. According to the report. According to the police report, the officer stepped back and said, "I can't believe you just hit me."
Oh, Jesus.
O'Neill reportedly repeated the officer's words in a mocking manner. "I can't believe you just hit me."
I would do the same.
A security guard called over his radio to police at the time, the report said. Police officers located O'Neill attempting to unlock a hotel room with a credit card. Again, obviously. O'Neill was unstable on his feet, smelled strongly of alcohol, and his eyes were red and glassy, police said in the report.
Wait, when it says he's trying to open the hotel with a credit card, now does it say that he's trying to like jimmy the door open in the crack?
I'm assuming try to jimmy the door open in the crack.
The way it sounds, it could be like, because most hotels are key card, right? And he could have just been like,
he's like trying to scan his credit card on there.
He's like, why won't this fucking work?
This fucking door. Like, I wish it was like in Pakistan where I could just kick it open and just like I did with Bin Laden.
You know that was part of the story.
Definitely. I killed Bin Laden. Fuck you. When an officer asked O'Neill what happened last night, he refused to answer. The report said he repeatedly asked, "We good?" and said he was just trying to go home. He refused to answer how much he had to drink, police said. When the officer asked O'Neill if he knew where he was, O'Neill said Addison. Addison is a city about 14 miles south of Frisco. Believing O'Neill was a danger to himself and others, police arrested him, the report said. O'Neill, originally from Montana, first said in 2014 he fired the shots, killed Bin Laden in 2011. The U.S. government has neither confirmed nor denied the account. What? Hang on. Wait, the government's neither confirmed nor deny that he shot Bin Laden? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't think that they've ever publicly given confirmation of who did it. It's probably going to be secret for the next 40 years.
You know, here's the thing, right? So for security reasons, obviously they want to keep that a secret. So why the fuck did he write a book about it?
Well,
you don't think
nothing's stopping him from saying it, I guess.
You don't think that was part of the post-mission briefing where it's like, all right, so obviously the person that killed Bin Laden is going to be a fucking hot target for the enemy? Don't talk about this. We're not going to tell anybody who did it.
Well,
we can't
talk about it.
I guarantee you it was more of like, we can't stop you from saying you did it, but you really should not say that you did it. So in 2016, prosecutors in Montana dropped a DUI charge against the former SEAL Team 6 member who has received 2 Silver Stars, 4 Bronze Stars, and a Joint Service Commendation Medal. Both sides stipulated that the charge stemmed from a prescription medication he used to treat a condition connected to his military service. Seems like Rob O'Neill's got a history of being a drunken asshole.
I don't know. I think this security officer is a bit of a bitch, though.
I mean, you get palm struck by fucking you get palm struck in the chest, like you just take it,
You're a
man.
security officer.
I need a medic. I need help. He hit me. If anything, you could just take it on the fucking chin and just be like, okay, you hit me. You're going to jail for assault and not make a deal out of it. Maybe make a deal later.
You can't be a security officer and be able to take a slap.
I mean, it is part of a hazard. It's one of the hazards of the job. Like, I don't know.
That's what I mean. I feel like I'm not saying he was in the right for smacking him or whatever, but I will say I feel like this security officer was a bit of a bitch.
A little bit, yeah. See, I worked security for a couple years, and getting like physical confrontation was like one of the hazards of the job. Like you obviously don't want it to happen, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to. That's
when it does. He hit me.
Yeah, or just like he hit me in the chest and it hurt, and I need an ambulance.
That's someone trying to get a check right there.
I don't know, but it isn't outside the realm of possibility that he actually did say the things that they said that he said. Does that make sense? Because the dude was
today's day and age.
So the dude was so drunk, right, that he didn't even know what fucking city he was in.
That's still pretty close.
Do you really honestly think that he's going to remember that he did or didn't say something? Well,
yeah.
I don't know.
But I mean, also Addison, like to not have been from there, and also guess a city that's really not that fucking far. Like I live farther than that from base. And if I were to say that I live in Norfolk, no one's going to question that. Yeah. Even though I'm not.
Yeah. I don't know. It's me personally. I don't really like that guy.
Bias.
It could be a bias, but at the same time, it's like I have a hard time taking people who boast about their accomplishments in the military seriously.
Yeah, that's fair too.
I get it. You killed Bin Laden, but then again, if you were the guy that killed Bin Laden, are you really going to be the one that wants to like always fucking talk about it? Because you killed one of his kids. I'm sure I think his wife, one of his wives were shot too. Most guys that I know, like they only tell those kinds of stories to each other. They don't tell this to the fucking public because the public doesn't understand,
Probably narcissist.
That is really some narcissist behavior where it's like, look at me.
Too.
Look what, yeah, it really is, unfortunately. And it sucks because I have met some SEALs that aren't like that. But the common person, it's most commonly SEALs that do shit like that. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, why? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we'll talk about video games for a little bit now. Fucking Navy SEALs. So, any hit only up pulled from the Steam by creator cites stress. Only up has gone the way of Flappy Bird. Is this what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have done it. And this was posted when? 3 days ago.
Yeah, 3 days. I could have had a banger. Could have went viral. Could have gotten monetized on Twitter.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, bitch. So one of 2023's biggest indie games and viral hits, Only Up, has been pulled from Steam by its creator, who said that they wanted to put the game behind them due to all the stress it has caused. Welcome to development life, dude. With games like Starfield, Mortal Kombat 1, Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Bros., Wonder, and more, 2023 has unarguably been one of the biggest years for gaming ever. And it really has. I said this earlier, like, this year has been a fucking banger for games.
True.
That's just thinking about the AAA games, too. There have been a ton of indie titles to contend with. One of the biggest indie games was a platforming game called Only Up, which tasked players with platforming their way up a huge tower and trying not to fall down. Was this game free?
No, it was like $6.
This dude, so he was making money off this.
So I'm wondering, without like knowing the rest of the article yet, I'm wondering if this was stemmed from like DMCA type stuff. So there, in the very beginning of the game, there was like this girl with a piece of fabric or whatever, and it ended up being copyright. So so they had to change the game because of copyright infringement, and a bunch of stuff actually got taken out, and it didn't really change anything. It just deleted something. Like you
So it
basically
seemed
just
like
took a portion of the game out.
so it seemed like him managing everything on his own
Probably.
and like
And he
having to deal with
probably,
that kind of shit.
and I wouldn't be surprised if he had other DMCA stuff in there. Like once one comes out, other people are going to start looking into the rest of the assets of the game.
That's true. And he probably only made it like this would be a fun thing. It probably won't ever get popular. Some people will probably like think it's funny to play it.
And he doesn't have the resources to hire thousands of lawyers on retainer and shit.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, so let's read on. So the simple, potentially rage-inducing premise of Only Up, and rage-inducing was, I saw the video of fucking Nick Mertz, like just absolutely losing his shit.
10 to 10 Mans was way funnier, but...
The simple, potentially rage-inducing premise of Only Up made it a popular game with streamers, with a reported 280,000 concurrent viewers on Twitch and 9,000 concurrent players during the height of the game's popularity.
That's a lot.
It is. That massive success for such a small title should be happy story for solo developer SCKR Games, but it looks like it's been a bit of a headache for them, as they've decided to remove the game from Steam due to the stress that it was causing them. So as reported by PC Games, SCKR Games posted an update on the game's Steam page, which explained that Only Up was going to be removed from sale on the Steam store because they want to put the game behind them and move on from it to another project. They also state that Only Up caused them a lot of stress since it released, possibly due to the massive amount of attention that it got. The statement reads, "I'm a solo developer, and this game was my first experience in game dev, and a game I did for creativity to test myself and where I made a lot of mistakes. The game has kept me under a lot of stress all these months. Now I want to put the game behind me, and yes, the game will be available on Steam store soon. That's what I decided myself." So, man, I guess I'll never get to play it, huh?
So if you have it still,
you can still play it. It's in your library, but if you want to play it now, then you can't.
Yeah, you can't buy it. But I mean, there's so many different versions of it now in multiple games.
Although that might be it for Only Up in the foreseeable future, SCKR Games does reveal that they're working on a new game called Kith, where they describe as a new experience, quote unquote, with a focus on realism, cinematography. Considering how much stress Only Up gave them, I hope this next project will be more peaceful for them, which seems likely, as they also confirm that they want to make games with a small team this time around, instead of him by himself, obviously.
What it could have been, because it didn't say that it was related to like updates or anything like that, like patches. Like there wasn't really much to do or patch, really. It was a very simple game. I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, I could see like the creativity portion of it. Like I did this just to fuck around and see what I could and couldn't do and learn from mistakes. Like learn.
But where does that come for stress then? You should be, in my eyes, if you did it to see the flaws and make a lot of mistakes, where other people seem to love what you consider a flaw or a mistake, I'd be like, hell yeah.
I really don't know. I mean, like maybe some of the DMCA shit for starters, like managing it, updating it, all this other stuff. Like I'm sure he was like, this will be a fun little project to do, and then I'll work on it when I get the time to. And then it got popular, and I was like, this is way too much for me to do on my own. Way too much.
That's the only way I can see it.
I mean, it's the only way that makes sense, you know?
Because Flappy Bird got off. The creator took that off because he's like, I don't like what this is doing to society or whatever.
Fucking Flappy Bird,
like
bro.
He's like, people are too addicted to this game, and I didn't intend for that to happen. So
they were it. Dude, when I was in the army, when we were, I will never forget this. So I played Flappy Bird, and as fucking everybody else did too, and we were getting ready for a jump, and the jump got scratched due to weather. And we were sitting in the PAHA, which is the parachute harnessing area. And we ended up staying overnight here. And we were just fucking laying around waiting for the weather to clear. And all of us, every single one of us, were playing fucking Flappy Bird.
I never liked it.
I mean, it was a fun little challenge. You know, it was a good time waster, especially like in, and you got to think of like 2013, 2014 and shit like that, when, you know, cell phones are really starting to take off where they were. I had an iPhone 4, which was at the time like the newest shit. So I was like playing Flappy Bird on my iPhone because it was like the only game. It was that and Angry Birds, and plus Flappy Bird was like,
I remember Angry Birds.
I think it was free at the time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
And it got so popular that if you had a phone with Flappy Bird on it, it boosted the value of your phone.
That's insane.
I remember this because it was like if you were selling a phone with Flappy Bird on it, like it made your phone more valuable because you had a game that everybody wanted that nobody could get anymore.
The original, yeah. I've got a game called Flappy Marine. And
is it Flappy Bird with Marines?
Yeah. So it uses a little Marine. I think he's got like a little cape and he's got Marpats on, and he goes through, and the like things that you have to go through are giant green weenies.
Oh my God.
And you have to try to get
oh
like,
my God.
Coins. It's fucking hilarious.
Hang on, let's look this up. Flappy Marine.
You have to dodge the weenies. You get and there's a point where you can turn into the Nyan Cat too.
The Nyan Cat. Oh my God, Nyan Cat. You just took me back with that one. Let's see. Flappy Marine. Oh fuck, I don't want to download it.
I feel like you should add more context to that because with your search history, you could get some interesting things.
Flappy Marine game. Let's see. Images. I don't see green weenies anywhere on that. It's just a bunch of Flappy Bird shit. Yeah, no, see, look, it's all Flappy Bird stuff. Like, Flappy Marine doesn't really have, and like all these other ones are storefronts to buy the game, which obviously I don't want to do. Interesting.
I'll take a screen. I'll look at. I'll find it on my phone right now, and I'll take a screenshot for you.
Of the green weenies?
Yeah.
Fucking Flappy Marine, bro. Well, anyway, while you do that, let's talk about our next topic. So, a YouTuber sentenced to 2 years in prison for posting a Let's Play. YouTuber Shinobu Yoshida. I suck at reading. Shinobu Yoshida is the first person to be found guilty of copyright infringement over sharing gameplay videos. So it's been announced that a YouTuber called Shinobu Yoshida was found guilty of copyright infringement by Sedai District Court earlier this week, with a Steins Gate, My Darling's Embrace Let's Play series mentioned as one of the main causes. An article from the Japanese outlet Ashi Digital. What is wrong with me? Ashi Digital it's been revealed that Yoshida has been sentenced to either 2 years in prison or a 5-year suspended sentence and whacked with a 1 million yen fine. Judge Yoichi Nakamura found Yoshida guilty of copyright infringement for posting Let's Play series of Steins Gate, My Darling's Embrace, a dating sim based on the anime of the same name. As well as
I sent you a picture.
On Discord?
Yeah.
Wonderful. I love how like it's the fucking eagle globe and anchor with a fucking devil dog on it, a tank down there, a green wiener. Very interesting.
And it works exactly like Flappy Bird.
Yeah, apparently it does. So that game that he copyright infringed on was a dating simulator based on an anime. How lonely are people that they are playing a fucking dating simulator?
Pretty lonely,
dude.
Considering like Roblox is getting fucking dating shit on there.
Oh, what? Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Ugh.
That just sounds like a bad idea, though.
It reminds me of the fucking, there's like these fucking sex dolls that look like, that you could get that are, that look real, that you can get them modeled after your favorite anime or game character.
Pretty soon they're gonna have AI that'll you'll be able to get modeled after real people.
Dolls
and
based.
You just fuck that, and you're like, who needs women when you got that, or who needs guys?
So a company is selling life-size realistic dolls of your favorite video game characters. Oh, wow. Oh my God, these are creepy. These are creepy as fuck.
Bet you they sell.
I'm gonna send you this right now, dude. This is weird. I'm gonna send you this right now.
I bet you they sell like hotcakes.
This is obviously on Reddit, so I'm going to.
Oh Lord.
No nudity, so life-size doll characters. Thousands of dollars.
I think they are using them for more than just display. The most popular dolls include Ciri, Yennefer, and Triss from The Witcher, Final Fantasy's Aerith, Lara Croft, and many more. You can customize their height, clothing, and other parts. But the computer model 3D printed dolls aren't cheap, with some of them reaching almost $3,000. And while we can't deny the realism, let's just say this is one of the weirder stories we've ever put on the countdown.
Ew. Ew, 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 ew. Ew.
You know, some nerd is fucking the shit out of Lara Croft right now.
You could customize their fucking privates, which is really, really, I mean.
I have so many questions.
Yeah, dude.
Do you make one with like larger flaps or something? I don't understand.
I don't know. I really don't fucking know. And I can actually think of a few people that would get this.
Lonely nerds.
Lonely nerds. Don't buy this thing, especially for $3,000. Holy shit. I mean,
if you gotta think, you've seen those like ads for like cartoon porns, right?
Hentai?
No. Like regular cartoons, like The Simpsons or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know that people are watching those.
Yeah.
So people are gonna buy these.
There's something for everybody, man. There's something for everybody.
Yeah.
That is just that's very uncomfortable. Imagine walking into a buddy's house or apartment and you see that fucking thing sitting on the couch and you're like, what the fuck is that? And they're like, oh, that's my doll.
Fucking Lara Croft over here.
And then they don't clean it out. Who was it that it was that like kind of like what fucking Blake was talking about? The Marine that didn't clean out his fucking fleshlight. Oh God. Ugh. Oh God. I should clip that fucking thing and put it out there. Yes, I should go back and make a clip of that shit. Once I figure out how to make vertical clips for DaVinci, since they changed everything.
I know how to make vertical clips.
Yeah, you'll have to show me. I don't know how to do it since they updated it. Anyway. So back to what we were talking about. So Yoshida claimed in court all he wanted to do was share content as one of his hobbies, but prosecutors apparently argued that doing so negatively impacted the sales of both products and that Yoshida's actions maliciously trampled on the efforts of content creation. It's unknown what route Yoshida is going to take or what the conditions of his potential 5-year suspended sentence are, but what we do know is that this is the first time that a content creator has been found guilty of copyright infringement over posting gameplay videos on YouTube.
That's true, because usually you just get copyright claimed, which doesn't mean it's an actual claim against your account. It just means that if there's monetization on it, then it goes to whoever holds those rights.
Right. Imagine getting arrested for streaming on YouTube for something. So Yoshida was arrested for this case back in April earlier this year for posting several spoiler videos of Steins Gate, My Darling's Embrace, and Spy X Family to YouTube without permission of their respective studios. At the time,
well, that'll do it.
Yeah. If anything, they could get, like, normally the route that you see this get taken is a lawsuit, not going to jail. At the time, Yoshida apparently confessed that he posted the videos knowing that they were illegal during police questioning and admitted to all of the charges against him. You
dumbass.
You're supposed to get a lawyer, man.
Like, lie for longer.
Yeah, lie longer. Laws surrounding copyright have always been pretty complicated, varying different degrees of depending on which country you're in. Most people you meet with the thoughts of the subject would probably classify the majority of Let's of Let's Play as fair use, since they're adding to an existing product with their own presence. Big publishers could probably shut down unpermitted Let's Plays if they so desired. But pretty much all of them have this unspoken agreement that doing so would more likely cause a PR disaster.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, there's a lot of gaming videos that game companies could technically be like, we don't fucking want you, we don't want that on their channel.
Right.
But gaming is weird in the sense that it actually does better marketing than they could ever pay for.
Yeah, it really does. So it's much like Starfield, for example. Oh, fuck, dude. Did you hear about this dude from Starfield?
There's been so much Starfield news that I don't even play it. I can't.
So before Starfield launched, right? This dude had a fuck ton of copies of the game that he was selling to people, right? And he was posting on his Twitter gameplay footage and all that shit. And this was like a week or so before the game came out.
Was it the black dude?
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Then he was like tagging Todd Howard on Twitter about it. And he ended up getting raided by the police. Oh, because this was theft. He'd actually stolen the copies of this game and was selling it. And it had nothing to do that he was like showing the gameplay footage earlier than it was supposed to be. It had everything to do with the fact that he had a bunch of stolen copies of the game. So the article continues. We'll talk about that in a second. So it's much easier and sometimes beneficial for developers to allow less players to be uploaded on social media. Games like Among Us and Sons of the Forest would not have the popularity they enjoy now if not for the word of mouth and videos on Twitch and YouTube. Yoshida's case is more than likely a one-off rather than an incoming trend, but you're probably better off not posting spoilers of visual novels all over YouTube just in case. And that's true. Don't post things that... let's see.
Because I mean, they do have like when they have gameplay or like leaks and stuff that they don't want out yet. It's generally what's funny is it's generally when it's in a negative light or like it's people are more gonna complain about that or be like that's stupid that they start striking people and they're like take that shit down. Like Call of Duty's notorious for that shit, and Destiny.
So here's the fucking article of the dude that stole Starfield shit. So Starfield leaker faces felony charges for stealing 67 copies of unreleased game. Copies were stolen and then footage was uploaded online. So I should probably zoom in on that a little bit. So Starfield leaker was arrested last week. This is before the game came out. Not for uploading 45 minutes of the unreleased game, but for stealing 67 copies of it, according to a police report obtained by Polygon. Darren Harris, 29, was arrested days after uploading the footage and charged with felony theft for theft, not leaking. Dozens of Starfield copies were stolen from a warehouse in Memphis, Tennessee, owned by Vantiva, a logistics company that handles supply chain management and fulfillment. The 67 copies of the game were valued at $2,500, according to an incident report from the Memphis Police Department. After obtaining the game, Harris uploaded 45 minutes of footage on August 22nd, and the cell phone video of his screen quickly went viral. Yeah, he recorded on a fucking cell phone, right?
And whenever I hear that stuff, I always think of a shitty flip phone recording.
So do I.
Nowadays, it's still
I'm still stuck in 2005. So for the nature of the footage, the players' perceived lack of skill, Harris allegedly sold several copies of Starfield on e-commerce platform Mercari, Kotaku reported. He later posted videos of himself shipping out copies of the game. What? You steal the game, you put it online, then you fucking record and post yourself sending them out.
Oh, man.
Todd, and then he says on fucking Twitter, Todd, no offense, man, that's a good game, Harris said in one video while smoking a blunt, apparently referring to Starfield game director Todd Howard. Perfect timing about leaving Earth and all that, Harris continued. They were saying I play like a beginner because I'm not a game expert. I was just trying something out. It's a good game. Y'all don't want to miss that. Starfield for real. Not gonna lie, that dude saying that made me feel pretty good about getting it. So Harris began shutting down his social media accounts days later before being arrested and booked on August 24th. Local news outlet Memphis Commercial Appeal reported that police got a warrant to search Harris's home. They found a FedEx package with a copy of Starfield sealed inside and 6 copies of the game across 2 editions, along with marijuana and 3 handguns, one of which was reportedly stolen. Cool. Harris told police, according to the affidavit obtained in a Memphis commercial appeal, that he purchased the games. Bet he did. Alongside the felony charges, Harris was booked on 2 misdemeanors, one for possession of marijuana and the other for property theft worth $1,000 or less. The felony theft charged for property worth $2,500 to $10,000. Harris was released August 25th on a $10,000 bond. He's scheduled to appear in court September 8th. So an update. Vantiva Representative Josh Heath told Polygon and Darren Harris was not a Vantiva employee, but declined to comment further because this is an active investigation by authorities. So he wasn't even an employee. How did he get him? How did he get him then?
Theft.
Yeah, but how did he know exactly where to go?
Probably a former employee.
Someone had to have told him, I guess. But like, you know, Vantiva, like, you got to really like look into your staff and in your security, man. If a guy that doesn't even work for you was able to steal that many copies of a game and sell them from your warehouses.
Vantiva.
It's I just said what it was. Vantiva is a logistics company that handles supply chain management.
He probably either used to work there or has done dealings with the company, like shipped to them items since they're a warehouse. He had some type of ties to be able to have that knowledge.
Something. He had to have like insider knowledge of some kind. Had to have.
Or like a former employee, like he just knows how it works.
Something. I don't know. So back to the Army things.
I've been fucking up lately.
Dude, it's been the last 2 episodes, been nothing but Army shit for the most part. I mean, minus the Rob O'Neill getting arrested for beating up a security officer. I say beating up because he palmed him in the chest.
Yeah,
I can imagine he was like,
the average.
I need an ambulance. I need an ambulance.
Exactly how that went down.
Why did you hit me?
He called me the N-word.
And he called. I don't know, man. Like, honestly, I feel like it's not outside the realm of possibility that he really did. But
it's probably a combination of truth and bullshit.
Exaggeration, you mean?
Yeah, that's more like it.
We all know somebody that's like that too. So the Army and their cool division runs, dude. I don't understand. We really
paid tax dollars for this, and
we did. We paid tax dollars for this. Fuel, all that shit. Like, and imagine being the warrant officer that's piloting these helicopters, being told that we need you to fly over the division run and prop wash the fuck out of all of them. Like, what?
I scrolled down. This is gonna be a great article.
Is it? I can't wait. All right, so the Army is questioned for using helicopters to simulate hurricane winds during a division run.
Doesn't even make sense.
So the 7th Infantry Division is coming under scrutiny for taking a division formation run too far after they reportedly had AH-64 gunships overhead to provide heavy and damaging winds. The division, which stationed at Joint Base Lewis McChord, Washington, enlisted the help of Apache Guardians of the 16th Combat Aviation Brigade to hover over the division run last week to ensure that the unit guidons flapped gracefully in the wind. Okay. Last week, the 7th Infantry Division run, we had supporting in force with the AH-64 Apache flyover of the formation to make sure that those guidons and colors were adequately flapping in the cool morning breeze. This sounds like a shitty commander. The 16th Cab posted on Instagram Friday. Reports. Combat Action Brigade.
Aviation.
Combat Aviation Brigade. I'm sorry. Reports of damage to property caused by generator winds was reported by Terminal CWO, a whistleblower page that highlights the incompetence of military high command. This definitely sounds like that. 16th Cab flew Apaches over 7th Infantry Division run. The IG post read, the division commander allegedly wanted hurricane winds. 16th Cab's Instagram page simply says, we were supporting in force with an AH-64 Apache flyover of the formation to make sure those guidons and colors were adequately flapping in the cool morning breeze. Sources told me cars and property were damaged as a result. Terminal CWO went to recount the claim from one source who refuted the Army's claim that no tort claims were filed due to wind damage. I can tell you that there's 12 claims with base legal from our WX guys alone for their vehicles. They completely ignored the route structures and broke airspace mins, which is the airspace minimums, without telling anyone that this was the plan. The source was quoted as saying, the entire aviation division is up in arms about with the garrison commander. And now damage claims are trickling in and we're being told not to mention it to anyone. These are jackasses that make posts like this. True. There's a video. Hell yeah. Oh my God. Bruh. Oh, I promise you there are about 50 dudes in that formation like, what the fuck are we doing right now? They say that in the army, the pay is mighty fine.
The fuck it is.
That's fucking hilarious. Now let's watch it again. I want to watch this again. This is too good not to.
No, I don't want to go to Instagram.
It's making me. Those are real hurricane winds, I gotta say. You know that there was a commander in that formation or an officer or two that their dicks were harder than the fucking guidon itself.
Oh, yeah. They just commissioned, fucking just motarded.
This fucking lieutenant colonel was like, "Oh God!" Yes!
Like they came on the ruck march.
So, Terminal SeaWo gained notoriety following the soft purge of service members who refused to take the COVID shots, which appears to have turned out in their favor following the mass spike in myocarditis-related incidents in the military since 2020.
Truth. I've been afraid of that ever since I got that shit.
Did you see Mandatory Fun Day's video?
Which one?
His video talking about like how there's now been said that the service members are now like, it was something about like this paperwork showing that like you could sue now because it came out that the DOD was forcing service members to get a COVID vaccine that wasn't approved. And which was true because like even my buddy who's in group was telling me, he's like, nobody in group wanted to get it. They weren't getting it. They were refusing because they looked, and this was actually part of Terminal SeaWo, which is Chief Warrant Officer, by the way. Terminal SeaWo posted documents showing that the vaccines that they were using for service members that they were being forced to get, they were not Pfizer, they were not Johnson & Johnson, and they were not Moderna's. They were like some off-brand shit that weren't even approved.
Shocker.
It was like it wasn't even the big three that everyone was getting. These were like some experimental bullshit that they were pushing out, and they weren't even by like these big pharma companies that were pushing the main three out. These were some unapproved shit, and they were like threatening careers and stuff to get these shots. And Mandatory Fun Day posted about it and was saying that like he was upset about it because he was like one of the first in line. His wife, was at risk for COVID, and he was like excited to get it. He didn't think anything would come of it, or he didn't question the validity of it. And I have to say to that man, like, you always got to question the validity of shit, especially when it comes to something like that. Like when they're forcing you to do something and threatening your career over it.
Angry Cops had a video about it too, I think. Well, not necessarily this specifically, but he talked about like the people, because there was a few people that were like, sure. Oh, I think it was the one that we mentioned that they were getting screwed over because they disobeyed lawful order, and they were trying to send her back, and she's like, "No, I'm going to do my job."
I heard about this. Yeah.
We've went over it in one of the episodes.
So despite complaints from some users and critics, many of the people who were running said it was something of a morale boost to see Apaches hovering in place. I promise you, most of them were not feeling that way. I mean, it's cool, but like
not during a fucking ruck march.
They weren't rucking. They were running. It was a division run.
Oh, that's even worse.
All these motherfuckers are running.
I want to be there less.
So that said, that run wasn't bad. I thought it was cool seeing them while running. One person stated in response to Terminal Seawell, which is probably an officer that said this.
Exactly.
Angry Cops, a YouTuber specialized in military content, praised the behavior. You know what? I'm cool with it, he wrote. Do cool shit. Deal with a couple busted car windows and down trees. Get that clout, boys. I'm actually surprised that he said that. Another netizen noted that distinct lack of hookers, and by hookers we mean CH-47s, Chinooks, which are fastest and most powerful helicopters the Army has. The officer should have had Chinooks do it, which is true. Shit hooks would have been, if you wanted to have some good fucking prop wash, shit hooks would have been the one to do, because you know they got 2 rotors on them.
Mm-hmm.
So the 7th Infantry Division, once a proud combat unit with a history dating back to World War I, and its bearer of a coveted Black Widow Hourglass unit patch, does not actually appear to have any combat units of its own, borrowing the 16th Cav and 2 Striker Brigades from the 2nd Infantry Division.
Imagine.
I mean, I'd be pissed if my fucking windshield was cracked after that. I'd be like, as cool as it was that fucking worth it? Probably not.
Yeah, the fact it's really more of the fact that they're just like trying to downplay it and be like, nah, you guys aren't getting compensated for this.
Yeah, pay for my windshield, you fuck.
Like, you went about it in proper ways. You fucked up my shit. It seems like you didn't have the true authorization to do this, let alone telling anybody. Who's paying for my shit?
So, the Army now has a He's a Marine video. And we're going to watch it.
Jesus.
It is every bit of cringy as you would expect.
Okay, he's in the Army. 82nd Airborne. A paratrooper. First to jump, he's loyal. With duty, respect, and selfless service. Serving with honor, integrity, and courage.
Look at the face of that guy.
He knows.
He knows immediately what's going to happen. He knows that he will never be able to escape this. He knows that his buddies are going to see this, and now his wife has made his career harder because of this. He's probably thinking like, thank you. Thank you. I will never see the fucking end of this. Look what you have done to me.
Like, what did he do
I don't know.
to have accepted being in this? She wears the pants, clearly.
Ready? Okay, he's in the Army. 80
I like the person viewing this. Their face is priceless. Their face
He's
is my
in the
favorite.
Army. Oh my God.
2nd Airborne.
Oh, and we also know what unit he's in.
Uh,
To jump, he's loyal.
First to jump, he's loyal.
With duty, respect, and selfless service.
I'm showing this to my girl, and I'm like, please never
like,
do stupid shit like this
Look
ever.
at his face. This is the face of a defeated man.
Serving with honor, integrity, and courage.
That's the face of, I should have just stayed in the barracks.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, that's... I can't wait for... He's a sailor. First to sail, he's loyal.
No, that's they're gonna make it the gayest one of all time.
I think that should be a skit that you guys do on Vet TV, if it isn't one already. They gotta do one. They have to. Pitch it to Donnie. Pitch it to Donnie. Say, hey, you know the He's a Marine video? We should do he's a sailor. And have like all you fucking squids do it. And it's gotta be like some Magic Mike looking shit. It's gotta be. It has to be. Did you see Matt Best's new video?
No, I don't watch his videos.
You don't watch his, you don't watch his videos? His music video, Jody.
I didn't even know he made music for the longest time.
Jody. Dude, it's fucking hilarious.
I have listened to a couple of his songs on Spotify, ironically.
Yeah. I'm surprised that he hasn't taken music. I mean, I think he really is trying to take music farther.
Which is interesting. Never saw that coming.
I did. In the early days of fucking Article 15 guys, like they did music videos a lot with their skits. I think they did a Christmas one too. If I remember right.
Interesting.
So yeah, Matt Best. We got to get him on here too. We got to get Rocco on here. We got to get Matt Best on here. Regiment in this podcast is also partnered with BR Paradox. BR Paradox is a company that specializes in custom-built PCs. So if you have an idea for a cool custom-built PC, they can definitely give you the hookup on that. But if you're not in the market for custom PCs, BR Paradox has a wide array of pre-built PCs that you could choose from at great prices. And if you're not in the market right now for a new PC, BR Paradox will definitely hook you up with an optimization. Optimizations take around 10-15 minutes to do, and they're very awesome. I highly recommend them. I had my PC optimized by them, and it's never run smoother since. BR Paradox also has a list of renowned customers ranging from LeBron James, Chris Brown, members of FaZe Clan, and even Angela White from your favorite orange and black site, if you know what I mean. So head on over to brparadox.com to get yourself a PC today or an optimization. And remember to use promo code REGIMENT at checkout. That's promo code REGIMENT down here at checkout. So where were we at on the reasons to not re-enlist?
81.
81, huh? All right, so 81, staying late at work means they pay you more in overtime. Actually, no, we're not on 81. We're past that.
That's 82 because I went through the episode. And we went over 81. We're technically on 82.
All right, so you could buy your own guns to shoot without the PMI and the 3-hour range safety brief and the 9-hour wait on people who can't shoot nonsense doesn't come with them.
Bruh.
Fucking absolute fact.
Sitting at the armory for 6 hours before a hike, and you're just pulling weapons, just standing there, waiting. Not really sure what for, but you're all just standing there. No warming layers because they said no warming layers. Everyone just penguin huddled together, and there's not even a temperature outside. It's just 0.
Dude, yes, absolutely that. And then the range safety briefs, dude. Like the most safety brief you get is if you go to a range, they'll like kind of go over the rules of the range, and that is it. It takes like 2 minutes. Like, and then afterwards, like maintaining weapons maintenance afterwards is 100% on you. It's 100% on you. And you don't have to.
But cleaning weapons for hours, though?
And then cleaning other people's weapons? I mean, I don't mind cleaning. See, in the civilian world, cleaning weapons for hours is different because it's yours. And you could just fuck off while you do it. Like, you put a movie on, right? Put a movie on. Like, that's what me and Alicia did. Like, when we went to the range last, I was showing her how to clean weapons and stuff. And I got Q-tips and everything. And, we were cleaning weapons and watching movies together and stuff. And, it was just like quiet hangout time. And I'm like, this is important.
But I'm also sure once it's clean, you stop cleaning it.
Correct. I don't have to take it to somebody to approve it. And then
you just sit there like, it's not clean, I guess. It's not clean. I don't know if it's clean.
I will admit, I did do this to Alicia when she was cleaning the fucking star chamber of my AR-15. And she's like, it's clean. And I ran my finger inside of it. And I'm like, what's that? She's like, how did you find that? Oh, that poor
practice.
Woman. Years and years of practice.
Or abuse, whichever you see it.
Number 83, you could decorate your personal space with more than just a calendar and a thin layer of pine sol. Facts. You can even if you live off the barracks, like you could decorate all you want. My barracks room, dude, I had candles and shit. Like people were like, you shouldn't have that. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want my room to smell like a barracks room. It's gonna smell clean and like fall. I love the smell of candles.
We always just put our shit in our locker and just locked it up. Like I had a portable AC because my room was always super hot, and I just put that bitch in the closet. Lock it up. They can't go through your room, and if they did, I'd be like, it's not plugged in. Where else am I gonna store it? I'm not paying for storage.
Number 84. If the place you live at sucks, you can move. Yeah and no. Nowadays, not so much.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe
You got
when
the freedom to do it.
when was this made? Oh, this was made in 2017.
But still, you got the freedom to do it, though.
You do have the freedom to do it. Can you afford to do it? Maybe, maybe not. Chances are, though.
I think it's really more referring to like the location.
Yes.
As well. Like if I live in Norfolk and I don't want to be here anymore, that sucks.
You're stuck there. Like for me, if I don't want to be in Vicenza, Italy anymore, or in Fayetteville, North Carolina, I can move, but not in the Army. You can't. Number 85. If you don't have to hide all your personal belongings and seal them in locked boxes every day, like someone with an OCD fear of theft.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I put my shit in the locker.
Dude, I lived out of fucking baskets and buckets because they moved my barracks room so often that I was like, it's not worth unpacking anymore. So I just kept packing my shit and keeping it packed, and only pulled out the things I absolutely needed. Everything else, like my room was just empty. I didn't want to pull, like, besides my TV and my game console, that was it. That's all I needed, and my uniforms.
That was one of the worst parts about Greenside is I think I had like 6 different barracks rooms.
Dude, it sucked. Fucking moving around all the time sucks. Number 86. I will never have to blouse my boots again. This is true.
I don't mind that.
See, when I was in the Army, whenever we went to the field or any kind of thing like that, we unbloused our boots all the time. They didn't give a shit. Most of the time, mostly because they never saw us. We were always out in the woods on our own with like 10 of us.
But if it's not gay if you got boot bands on though, so.
Yeah, I know. Number 87. If you don't have it, college is a full-time option as opposed to a nightmare that requires sacrificing your rare downtime, family time, occasionally some of your hard-earned leave to acquire.
That's so true, dude. I keep getting hounded to do college. I'm like, in what fucking time? What am I going to do?
Yeah, I know. Number 88. You can wake up in the morning and actually think about what you're going to wear to work.
Can't relate.
See, the thing is, there are a lot of times where it's like, it is kind of nice to not have to think about that. You know, it's like, what am I wearing today? Same thing I wore yesterday. Fuck it. You know?
Yeah, I enjoy not having to worry about like what I'm going to wear because I know exactly what I'm going to wear with my fucking uniform.
Yeah, and then everyone's going to wear the same thing as you, so it doesn't really matter what you look like.
Exactly. The worst days are like when I was at the hospital and I'd have to remember like, oh, do I have to wear, or if it's like a Thursday or something, do I wear my service uniform today? Fuck. Those were the worst times. That was it.
Yeah, I didn't have that issue. Number 89, federal budget issues do not directly threaten your paycheck.
Bruh.
Dude, I remember this like fucking every year.
Every year. It's literally every year.
Every year. And honestly, I still have this to this day because I have VA disability and GI Bill shit. So the federal budget is always on my mind. But when I was in, dude, it was just like, are we getting paid this week? All right, God, I hope so. Have they decided what they're going to do yet?
I remember Navy Federal always tells us that they'll pay us for up to, I think, 2 pay periods or something like that.
That is true. They do pay. If you have Navy Federal, they will. Like I had Chase Bank, so I didn't. I had to worry about that. But like, Navy Federal will pay you because they'll get it back. But after,
they know they're gonna get it.
But it's up to a certain point. They're not going to obviously continuously keep paying you if they're not getting money. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But when the government shuts down. And you're basically I even said this once. I told my squad leader, I'm like, if the government shuts down, I'm not fucking coming in. I said, I'm not doing this shit for free.
I remember I don't remember how many years. It had to be at least 3 or 4 years ago. But when the Coast Guard wasn't getting paid for over a month. And they were telling like the higher ups of the Coast Guard were telling people to like go to food banks and shit. And,
I remember this. Wasn't this during COVID?
It was before, I think. I'm pretty sure it was before COVID.
Telling them to get on food stamps.
2018.
Telling them to go on food stamps and shit.
Yeah, like go to the food pantries and like manage your money better. Like kiss my ass, Admiral, with your 10-figure salary.
I know. It's so fucking 10-figure for an Admiral. What?
That was an exaggeration.
I was gonna say, was this an exaggeration? It's got to be. I had a company XO who was a first lieutenant. He showed me how much he makes as a lieutenant, being overseas and married and shit. It was like over 90 grand.
It's insane.
It's crazy. Number 90. If you're feeling sick, you don't need to drive to work and get your boss to sign a slip stating that you can actually go see a doctor.
Dude, I hate that so much.
Oh,
Like, you got to get permission. Like, hey, I'm going to sick call.
There's more. So it said if you're feeling sick, you don't need to drive to work to get your boss to sign a slip stating that you can go see a doctor, just to get another slip that says you can go home and get some rest.
Dude, I fucking hate it so much.
Going to
half
sick
the
call?
time to get sent home sick, you still had to go to sick call, and honestly, kind of hope that they were like, yeah, you can go, get better
tell
for
you
a
to
day.
stop being a bitch.
Exactly. And then you still got to take that shit to your leadership. And by then it's almost noon. So the 24-hour shit or sick day turns into a like 4-hour, maybe 8-hour shit that your ass is back at work the next fucking day.
Right. I'm sure during COVID, that was a big exception for that one.
Bro, I had so many junior sailors that would just be like, I got the black lung pop. And then
It was
if
like, go
you
away.
even said COVID, fucking ass is gone 2 weeks.
I can't imagine how many people abuse this shit out of that.
I wish I was a piece of shit and had done it, dude. Like, I wanted to. So I
Dude,
was like, someone cough in my face. Give me the sniffles. Something.
Especially if you were on your way out.
Bro.
And I guarantee you that the people that were like getting ready to ETS were just like, yeah, I got COVID. I think I got COVID. I'm not feeling, I got a sore throat and shit. And they're like, get the fuck away from me. Go to your barracks and don't come out for a month. It's like,
Basically, half the time they would just be like, I was around someone that was tested positive. Then all of a sudden,
no questions asked about it either. It was like, get the fuck out of here.
Like, it was mind blowing to me.
I will admit there were some perks of COVID. I remember when COVID first came around, my brother had to get tested, and he was living with me at the time, and he's like, you might want to get tested because I had to get tested. Like my brother was fucking super sick. He ended up not having COVID, but he was sick. Like, he locked himself down in the room and that he was staying in, and he might have actually had COVID before COVID was a thing, because his eyes were like bloodshot from coughing and shit. And like, I remember this was before COVID was even like known to anybody. And he like, we like told him to stay in his room, don't fucking come out, because we didn't want that shit. He was bad. And then I was working, and he called me and said, I might have COVID. You might want to get tested. And at the time, this was during like, testing wasn't regularly available. So I had to tell like the fucking safety company or the safety contractor, like, I have to go get tested for COVID. My brother might have it. He's super sick and he lives with me. So I need to go get tested for COVID because he had to get tested. So during that time, it was like, you didn't get an answer right away. You had to wait 2 weeks to get your fucking answer. And even then, it could be another 2 weeks of quarantine. So I ended up not having it. And then because it was a backlog of results, they wouldn't let me come back to work until I got a result. So I had 3 weeks off work, unpaid, but it was still 3 weeks off
But
work.
in the military, that was a blessing right there.
Oh,
People
yeah.
were trying to get sick. They're like,
Because
oh,
the
free
thing is,
leave?
in the military,
Hell yeah.
when your salary in the military, it's a guaranteed paycheck whether or not you're there. Right? So
The only people it sucked for were the ones in the barracks. Like, their life sucked ass if they got it. But if you lived off base, you're just fucking chilling.
in the barracks, it did suck because you had people always coming around. I mean, I wouldn't know. I wasn't there for it, but
Well, here they would literally like quarantine. Like, you weren't allowed to leave their room. People would bring them food, and like a lot of times they had to move from their room to another room for that time frame. And like, they literally couldn't leave. Like, people would bring them food and drop it off at their door.
I would honestly just be playing video games all fucking day.
I would be too, but that sucks way more because the people that live off base, no one's coming to check on them in their fucking apartment or their house. They can just fuck off for 2 weeks and do whatever the hell they're doing. Probably phone muster and be like, yeah, I'm alive.
I survived the night.
I changed my socks.
All right, so number 91. Oftentimes, it's not how good you are, i.e., know your job, don't get DUI, but whose rank you kiss.
Facts.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good you are. It matters whose rank you kiss.
Who you fucking sucking up to?
92. The epically retarded days of when a general decides to come and visit, and higher ups try to make things appear even more splendid than they actually are.
Dude.
Which goes into 93, dog and pony shows. Dude,
like when you have to clean shit for no reason.
I was on brigade staff duty, which is not something you have to do. But we had a 2-star from the Pentagon coming to base because it was like the Gold Star family ceremony after the deployment. And it was a very particularly rainy day that he was showing up on, where I'm talking like it was the base. People like the Italians went home because the roads were super unsafe. And like there was lakes of water in all the streets, mud everywhere. And because I was like the lowest ranked guy on staff duty, I had to fucking continuously mop the mud off of the brigade floor. And because it's a brigade building, all the brigade staff are constantly walking in and out of this fucking building. And in my mind, I'm like, where are you going right now? You're not walking where do you honestly need to be right now? That you are tracking in all this fucking mud. You know?
That's why. To make you clean it.
And like I was mopping, and then as soon as I'd finished mopping, some fucking lieutenant colonel would walk by with mud on his boots. I had to mop after that motherfucker. And then as I'm mopping, this dude's so like every general has like staff that follow them around, like a major and stuff.
Yeah.
And this major was like, actually, this was a civilian guy that was walking in. It was like, because he was a Pentagon officer. So he had civilian staff, and they were coming in yelling at us. These civilians were yelling at us, you need to get this fucking place cleaned up. This general's going to be here any minute. And I'm like literally mopping as this dude's saying it. And he's tracking in muddy water. And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying, but you're tracking in mud. Please stay on the rugs. And he would just fucking walk wherever you wanted, right over where I mopped and shit. And then
I remember
as the fucking general was walking in, I'm still mopping, and the civilian staff guy walks in. He's like, he's coming in, and it was just like, you know, it was obviously brigade attention and shit. And I went to attention with a mop stick in my hand and held it like a rifle. You know, the fucking standing at attention with a rifle with it like kind of cupped in your hand. I went to attention like that with a mop stick.
Glorious.
And I got made fun of so bad. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Drop it on the ground? You know?
They probably would have said yes. But then if you dropped it, they'd have been like, why didn't you fucking hold them on?
Right, yeah. So it was shit like that. Shit like that, where it was just like, you know, and honestly, the general didn't even take 2 looks around. He just walked in and was like, how you doing? And then walked right to where he needed to go. They never look at anything, right? They make it seem like you better clean your fucking barracks room in case the 2-star decides to check your barracks room. Why would he do that? Why would he ever?
He doesn't. You're just going to clean the fucking whole barracks for him to drive down the goddamn street.
You're going to clean up an entire barracks on a part of the post that he will never go to, just in case he decides to just say, you know what does it look like back there, and walk into the building, because he never does, you know?
1,000%. 1,000%.
And it's like, for what? You know? For what? And then, like I said, like with going to attention with the mop stick, and they're like, I can't believe you went to attention like and used the mop stick like a rifle. I'm like, what'd you want me to do? Let it go? And they're like, well, no, but don't do that. I'm like, I didn't have any other options. I just
should have dropped it.
And you know what? As stupid as that shit was, it would have been worse if I had just dropped that fucking thing. Anyway, dog and pony shows, which is another big one, which every command ceremony, change of command ceremony, every change of responsibility ceremony, every fucking ceremony in the military is a dog and pony show. Everything's a dog and pony show. Getting ready for training.
When they come around and ask you, like, how are things? And you know, no one's going to fucking be real. No one's going to be honest. No one's going to say the shit that needs to be said. They're just going to be like, oh, it's going great, sir. It's going great, ma'am. I love it here.
Yeah, no, not a single unless you're one of those that are like literally 2 weeks away from just not being there anymore. And you really don't care. And you're just like, it fucking sucks. I don't want to be here. All right. So number 94, coming to work 5 minutes late and you are the epitome of a dirtbag, no matter how hard you work every day. However, when a senior rolls in an hour late, it's mostly expected.
This is literally my command.
It's everybody's command.
This is my command, like to a T right now. Like the other day, we literally just got scolded for, I didn't, but like it was more of a general statement. We got scolded for people being either late or on time because they weren't 15 minutes prior, you know? And I'm just thinking, how often are you not fucking on time? Or like you send out the mustard text so much, or not at all, honestly. Like, I'm like the hypocrisy that is happening right now.
Welcome to the military, where the rules don't matter. Picking up number 95, picking up everybody else's cigarette butts and chewing tobacco when you are participating in neither.
I refuse to do any of that shit, honestly.
If you're on extra duty, you ain't got a choice. But yeah,
but I didn't get in trouble to get on extra duty.
Yeah, you do have to be in trouble. But the general policing of the area is like, pick up the cigarette butts, and it's like, why am I picking up this motherfucker's cigarette butts? He should be putting them where they should be. Why am I the one doing this?
I always got out of that shit. I was like, I don't smoke. I'm not fucking picking that shit up.
So number 96, being voluntold for anything and everything, especially for things related to work that leaders don't want to do or activities that make them look good.
It literally just happened to me yesterday.
Yeah, being voluntold for the admin shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
It's quite literally a role that a lieutenant has.
Number 97, leaders that lead from the front get down and dirty with their soldiers and engage in the endless details of retardation with their soldiers are as rare as a diamond encrusted potato. The ones that will constantly state things such as real leadership looks like good delegation as a cover up for their laziness, incompetence, and complacency are far too common.
That's my leadership right now. Well, not all of my leadership, but the immediate leadership directly above me, in my opinion. They don't have real leadership. They're trying to delegate for things that they don't know how to do.
Facts.
And
like,
that, it's not even their fault because they haven't been in long enough to fucking know these things.
And the part is the leaders that lead from the front get down and dirty with their soldiers and engage in the endless details of stupid shit. It is rare, but it's not so rare in the lower leadership, such as E6 and E5. Those guys are always down and dirty with their shit.
Yeah.
Like staff sergeants fucking are the backbone of the NCO Corps.
I had a chief one time, but the great example is I had a chief one time, or E7, pick up a mop in the BAS, the battalion aid station, and start mopping with us one day because like all the corpsmen were seeing patients, and he was like, I don't have any admin stuff to do. And everyone walks out in the hallway just terrified. They're like, I feel so uncomfortable, Chief.
Right. And then
please put it down.
But here's the other thing, right? And when they decide to do that, when they actually decide like, hey, I'm going to help out, automatically it's the lower enlisted's fault and they get their asses chewed for it. Despite the fact that guy is doing it on his own volition to help you because you're actively doing the same thing he's doing. And they fucking yell at you. They're like saying, Chief or Sergeant so-and-so shouldn't be doing this. You should be doing this. Like, I am doing this. Everybody else is fucking tasked out, and he's just decided to help. But it looks bad on me because he's doing it. So I
really want to refer to someone as a diamond encrusted potato, though.
Diamond encrusted potato. As rare as a diamond encrusted potato. So number 98, and I've firsthand experienced this, I think all of us have. Once a person gains rank, it is as if they're suddenly never wrong anymore. A Velcro patch on their chest has endowed them with intellect, maturity, experience, and leadership skills so that they are unable to fail in front of their subordinates. Senior leaders' mistakes are quietly swept under the rug, while juniors' mistakes are exploited and made into an example for the world to see and admire.
Preach! Speaks for itself.
Dude, and it's so true. Like, there's this E7 that fucked my buddy's wife and beat his kids that because he was an E7 and he was a jump master and he had a ranger tab, like he could do no wrong. But the second that another person that was like lower rank than him did the same thing, holy fuck, the world knew.
Yeah, generally.
Same with like the whole thing that happened in Poland when people went out and drank. Like our fucking brigade staff and battalion staff was doing the same thing every night. The one night they allow our guys to do it, but they try to restrict them, and they still did it anyway. All E6 and below got fucking like field grade Article 15s, reduction in rank, all this other shit. E7s and above got nothing. But nobody did anything wrong. It was because someone told them not to do something, they did it anyway. But because, like, you know, the E7s and higher did the same thing, and it was them that made the rules, they weren't subject to any of that scrutiny. All the E6s and below were made examples out of because of it. It was crazy. Number 99, the outer garment that was issued to you is not approved outer garment.
Oh,
Dude, that is true as fuck. Like, I can't tell you how much stuff sat in bags or sat in my gear because it wasn't approved, despite the fact that it was fucking issued to me.
Yep. I've even got old stuff that was issued that I can't use anymore.
Is it because it's like there's new stuff that replaced it?
Technically.
See, for us, it wasn't even that. It was like straight up because command doesn't want you to use it, you're not using it.
Well, our fleece was like that.
Our fleece was like that.
Our fleece was like that. And then if you're a junior enlisted, like an E3 for us, an E3 or below that doesn't have anything, they're allowed. So now they're allowed to wear it, like just wear it, but it has to have a little tab on there, like a rank tab. But it doesn't come issued with one. You literally have to go get one sewn on before you're allowed to wear it.
See, the Army has Velcro things for your name, rank, and shit. So we do have fleece covers, like the fleece jackets, and
that would be nice.
But they do come with Velcro on them so that you can put your rank and your name and shit on there, and your branch.
So we have two different kinds of fleece. We have our N-dubs fleece, and then we have a fleece that's for our service uniform, and that's not issued. That you have to like buy on your own. It's like an optional thing.
Yeah, but for the most part, like for example, like our kits on our IOTVs and shit for like our body armor and shit, everyone's kit had to look the same.
Stupid.
Even though that like that shit didn't make sense for me to have. I wanted to put this on my kit because it made sense for me to have. I wasn't allowed to because everybody's kit had to be exactly the same. Dress right dress all around. It was like, for what?
Uniformity.
Uniformity is pretty much what it was. Yeah, it was stupid as fuck. Number 100. A sock on the floor in your room means that you have a colony of rodents living with you and you're likely about to die from Ebola.
Shit bag.
Number 101, the constant command to sound off like a dying flamingo so the leaders can know you're motivated.
I hate it so much.
I hate that too. Sound off.
Like if you're just not feeling it that day, it doesn't mean like you're still doing your job. You're just you're chilling. I don't want to scream today. Excuse me. I said good morning.
But it's like, fuck me, all right?
Quieter now. I just want to say it quieter now.
Number 102, singing cadence while marching.
Where are we? Isn't that 20?
No, 101, 102. I'll just go to 105. 102, singing cadence while marching. And number 103, singing cadence ever.
Yeah, fuck all of that.
Dude, it sucks so bad. Number 104, you won't be pulled from your home to go stand guard in an office of barracks for 24 hours. It's 2017. Cell phones are here for a reason.
See, I'm going backwards on that. I hate that shit. I hate that cell phones are so relied on now. Because I'll get a text. I'll probably get a text in another hour about something fucking work related. For no reason.
Right. And number 105, you'll have more money after you get out because you won't have to rely on alcohol and nicotine just to make it through each day.
I can't relate to that, but...
oh, I could. Oh, I fucking
understand.
could. Absolutely could. Why do you think I started dipping? Oh, shit, I forgot to actually...
Are you in school pretty soon?
What time is it?
It's almost 6
It's
my
almost,
time.
It's almost 5. Yeah, I have class soon. I forgot to go back to articles when I was reading those.
So just us staring.
Just us staring and talking.
Staring like idiots.
Yeah. About
Which
that.
article, though? Like all of them?
No, just this one.
That's okay. This one not that
This
bad.
one's not that bad, no. But all right, so yeah, let's wrap this up. I gotta get to class.
Yeah, go do college things.
Yeah,
Learn how to
so-
read and shit.
Yeah. So we'll get together this weekend.
I will be at the Virginia Beach Silky Tech.
Fuck. You coming back Sunday?
I will be on a plane on Sunday.
All right then. Anyway, so thanks for hanging out with me, Doc. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. It was a good episode. It was good and fun. Glad to be here. Glad to be back.
Like the video.
Like the video, subscribe to the video. If you don't fucking share it, you're wrong. So, love you all and appreciate you all. We'll catch you on the next episode.
Change your socks. Drink your water.
Yeah, take your Motrin, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, good night, guys. Love ya. Bye.